Hello everyone, it is week 14B of our 2025 CSA season, and I am Stephanie, your CSA coach. Jumping right into this week's share, we have salad mix. Salad mix is stored just like this in the fridge until you're ready to use it. Once you're ready to use it, either fill your sink with water or fill a bowl with water, throw it all in. I usually use the inner part of my salad spinner, pull it out of the water, strain it, and then throw it in the salad spinner to dry it off. Lightly dress it and serve it simply as a side or make it a base of a larger salad. We have purple Viking potatoes. Whoops. So these get stored in a cool, dry place. Just a different variety of potatoes, so you can use them for mashed potatoes, you can boil them, you can roast them, you can throw them into grill packets, you can put them on sheet pan meals, you can chop them up and use them as like hash browns or a breakfast side also. Any of our potato variety recipes, you can interchange the different varieties of potatoes. Obviously it will change the flavor a little bit, but they're pretty much all interchangeable. We have red onions. The red onions have a nice cured paper lining on the outside, so these get stored in a cool, dry place. Our onions are great in salsas. They're great in sheet pan veggie meals. In our grill packets, they will be a large amount of the produce this week will be featured in this week's recipe. I kind of went on the lovely variety of colors we have in our share this week and made a recipe based on that. So stay tuned for that on Thursday, which will use a variety of what we have in front of us. Cool, dry place for these. Lightly or thinly slice them, put them on sandwiches, put them with our cucumbers for a cucumber salad, grill them, put them in the roasted veggies, pair them with potatoes for a veggie or for a breakfast dish. We have summer squash. Summer squash is stored in the crisper drawer of our fridge. You can use these in our sheet pan veggie meals. You can shred them and freeze them if you have a lot. I still have mine from last week because I've been so busy, so I'm probably gonna do that. I'm gonna shred them and then measure them out and freeze them for future use. Those frozen shredded summer squash, it's great thrown into a soup, thrown into a chili, or thrown into baked dishes or baked goods in the fall and winter. So that's that. We got to pick our ground cherries again. I think there was a discussion, I'm pretty sure I asked about ground cherries on Friday, and there was a discussion of what everyone was using them for. You can eat them just like this. So pull those husks off, pop them into your mouth and eat them just like this. I dehydrated mine. Let me show you. So these are what they look like dehydrated. I made sure a majority of the moisture was out of them, but I leave them on the counter and they're kind of like a little candy. I grab a bunch and snack on them. So that's an option also. You can freeze them. You can use them in baked goods, salsas. There was a great link to a recipe for hot sauce. So lots of options there. There's also a lot of recipes on our website for ground cherries. We have cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes are stored on the counter. Great just as a simple snack. So you can make a nice snack board with a lot of what we have in our shares this week. But these get stored on the counter. You can roast them. You can throw them into salsas. You can throw them into, there's a dip with a burrata. That was a recipe this season, so look at that. But lots of easy ways to use them. We tend to just munch on them just like that. Wash them up and grab them and eat them as a side. We have cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is best stored in the fridge. It is sweet and delicious. I would shoot for using this within the next few days because it's freshly picked and will maintain its sweetness over the next few days. You can just slice it up and serve it as a side, serve it with your breakfast, serve it as a snack. Again, like I said, a lot of the stuff, a lot of the produce we have, you could make like a fruit and veggie snack tray. That would look amazing with all the different variety of colors and produce we have, but stored in the fridge. We have watermelon. Same idea with the watermelon. You want to use this within the next few days. You can chop it up and serve it just like you would the cantaloupe as a snack. I don't know if I have any recipes with watermelon. I know that I have juiced it. I know that I've tried to grill it, but the best version that I enjoy is just a plain watermelon served as a side. I think my grandmother used to sprinkle a little bit of salt on her watermelon and it brought out the flavor. So that's an option as well. Best stored in the fridge. It will last longer in the fridge. You can leave it on the counter if your fridge is packed. That's also an option. We have plum tomatoes. Plum tomatoes are best stored on the counter, just like our other tomatoes. These are great for sauces and great for soups, or just sliced up and served on sandwiches or like BLTs, things like that. Cucumbers, we have Kirby tomatoes and regular cucumbers stored in the crisper drawer of our fridge. Great served as a snack, great served in a veggie platter, in our salads. They are delicious, so we just like to snack on them. Lots of peppers, so we have cubanelle and bell peppers stored in the crisper drawer of our fridge, chopped up, eaten as a snack, or used on a sheet pan meal. Since we have so many, there's the chicken fajita sheet pan meal that you could make. If you have a lot left over from last week, possibly think about freezing your peppers. So chop them up. I like to chop them up, put them on a sheet pan, throw them in the freezer, get them good and frozen, and then take them off that sheet pan and throw them into a Ziploc bag, and they'll be nice and frozen and ready for use. Great in any of your soups, any like stews. What else do I use them? I actually freeze these along with onions for fajitas down in the fall and in the winter. So those are options also. But great just served as a snack or on top of your salad as well. Last but not least, we got shishitos. Shishitos, 1 in 10 about, are a little bit spicy. Otherwise, they're generally a mild pepper. We like to grill them, so I'll put them on skewers, throw them on the grill, and just pull them off. And like these baby ones, I just pull off and bite the whole thing. I eat the seeds and everything. There's lots of recipes on the website for shishitos, but these are great in stir fries. Actually, a lot of produce we have would be great for a stir fry. Great in sheet pan, roasted vegetable meals. These will possibly be included in this week's recipe as well. That is it. Oh, these are stored. I just store them in the fridge just like this, like in a bowl or in a plastic dish. And then when I'm ready to use them, these will last. So it's not something you will need to use right away. That is it for this week. I am actually headed out, which is why I'm doing this a little bit early to move my son into college. So please, if you have questions, make sure you tag me so that I see those questions. Stay tuned for the recipe on Thursday and for our question of the week on Friday. And I will see you guys all again next Tuesday.